Have you found that even though things have opened back up, it's not as easy to just jump out there and be as social as you once were? My name is Sylvia Mordini, and I'm the founder of Life Inspired. Yes, I understand. It's an entire paradigm shift to go from one day everything is open and living a very social, externally focused life, to then the next day everything is closed. And then as things start to open up and then open and open and open, maybe we haven't felt the same. And what I fully believe has happened is that a lot of us realize that we're much more introverted than what we would have given ourselves credit for, and that one easy way to deny what's going on in our lives is to constantly stay busy and externally focused. So then as the world has opened up, it's a little bit of like holding that mirror to ourselves and saying, you know, I actually am not that person, and I prefer to go deeper into my own self-awareness, deeper into myself, and stay with what I'm learning about myself, and not constantly deny or flee or fight what's happening in my life and in my feelings. I mean, literally, this is the time to be in our feelings. So all of this is perfectly normal. I mean, how could we expect ourselves to just leap from one thing to the next and then backwards to the way that things were for us? Of course, for any healthy person, we have learned a lot about ourselves over the last 2 years. So give yourself grace that coming back out into the same level, same degree, same velocity of externally focused living and socially focused living may not be a good fit for you. It may not be what you ever wanted it to be to begin with. It may have been used as a way to numb or deny what was going on, or to get away from a difficult situation at home. Or you've just changed, right? Every day we're a different person, and you don't have to be the same person that you were an hour ago, 10 minutes ago, let alone 2 years ago. Everything is constantly either evolving or repeating. And perhaps this has been a really big wake-up call for us to realize that we always have these two choices, evolve or repeat. And in the past, when everything was same, it's like the train had left the station and it was just going down the same tracks. A lot of us didn't stop to pause unless we had a crisis. And that's happened to me many a time, that the best teacher of change is a crisis. You either survive or you drown underneath the weight of the crisis. And most of us are going to survive it, of course, but change as a teacher, when it's not a chosen change and it's just a crisis level change, we're forced to do something different. We're forced to jump the track from the same to something different. And so here we are with a different opportunity. It's not perhaps the degree of crisis. It's been a slow turning back on to an open world again. But we're different. And so I really ask you to consider, what are you choosing? To change or to repeat? To evolve or to repeat? Are you in a state of revolution, transformation, or are you repeating the same patterns? And perhaps some of the resistance of not feeling like ourselves is that we're realizing that you don't want to repeat. You don't want to repeat and repeat and repeat the way that you've been living, or the persona or the identity that you've had. And we have different identities. We have an emotional identity. We have a social identity, how other people perceive us. We have an egoic identity. We have a spiritual identity. We have a physical identity. These are all an alchemy of identity. But that resistance coming from the fact that we've outgrown the identity that we had, or it was never a good fit, or we just simply need to revolutionize our lives and stop repeating where we've been. That is a powerful recognition of where we are as a collective in the world and where you are as an individual. So instead of seeing this as a negative or like, what's wrong with me? Why don't I want to go back to being the person I was? This is a really powerful moment in time for raising consciousness and up-leveling the collective as a whole. And each and every one of us has our part to do in that. So yes, think about it. Are you choosing to evolve or repeat? And can we right now purposely not only tap into the desire to evolve, to reset, to restart, to reboot, but give ourselves that opportunity to do so that we live on purpose with purpose, rather than just repeating, which is this numbing out. Whenever we're in a state of just constant repeating, we're overly comfortable, and growth happens when we're a little uncomfortable, when we're pushing the boundaries even a little bit. Yeah, when we feel change is occurring, not just same. And so take a moment right now and just write that down. Am I choosing to evolve or repeat? Am I choosing to evolve or repeat? And you can go back and journal about that question, the centering question, or press pause right now in this video and journal right now. But be sure to take time to check in. Am I evolving or repeating? And so as we look at the next step, we decide to evolve. Then what? It's like trying to go back in time and put on clothes that you wore 10, 20 years ago. Maybe they don't fit right. Maybe they fit physically, but you look at yourself and you're like, yeah, no, that's not who I am anymore. Nothing wrong with the clothes. They're neither bad nor good, but they're just not who you are. So you could still keep wearing them, or decide, okay, it's time to move into a different space, to take on a new outer form that matches the inner form that you have been creating over the last couple years of so much tremendous change in the world. So as we evolve, there are moments of discomfort followed by more moments of discomfort. And when you feel those, when you feel this recognition and these shining moments, that means you're on the right track. Keep going, stay with it, follow that, rather than ricocheting back into a comfort zone. Those moments which hold us to a higher standard or ask us to really tap in to a deeper inner revolution, those are the ones that we want to cherish. And they're like signposts that you're on the right track and that change is happening in that direction for you. So what other types of moments might those be? Well, you might be going through a moment in time where you're wondering, why are you in the job that you're in? Why is the trajectory of that job, if we're in that repeat, that trajectory was like 65 years old and retired, and then finally get to be happy. And then you're like, now, yeah, I don't want that. But what else is there besides that one size fits all way of living and setting up your career path? There's many other opportunities. There's entrepreneurial opportunities, like what I've created for myself over the last 20 years after I spent 13 years in the corporate world as a road warrior. So what can you do? Look at people that you emulate, that you hold in high regard, and look at their career trajectory and see if there's some learning there. What is it that they're doing that may be a good match for you to be inspired by, right? Especially those that may not always follow the one-size-fits-all traditional path. You're born, you go to school, you get your job, and you stay in until you're 65 and retire. Another area of potential growth is our romantic relationships, our beloveds. Perhaps you've discovered that with so much time together that you don't have as much in common anymore. Well, this doesn't mean throw it away. It means like now you have to actually face one another and do some work and go deeper, rather than before just spending all the time outside and staying busy so you didn't have to see each other. Now it's a matter of like really digging deep into that relationship. And only through that excavation and desired mutual effort, then can you make the next decisions. Another area is your own personal growth and development. Perhaps you feel like you plateaued and have just been staying in the same place, sort of like running and standing still, where you feel like you haven't really learned much about yourself over the last years. And now you've had all this time and you have a greater desire to continue to learn about yourself. That's fantastic. There are countless opportunities. I myself have 30 online courses, but there's infinite number of opportunities. Even here on YouTube University, there's an infinite number of ways to continue your learning that are also for free. And there may be a desire to up-level your physical self, that with this time of repeating the same nutrition or choosing to repeat the same physical fitness program, that now you want to evolve it. And you're like, yes, I want to eat better. I want to really tap into a greater wisdom and understand that nutrition impacts me emotionally, spiritually, and impacts my mental health besides just physical health. And that there are other ways to move your body so that you can continue to develop the physical acumen and fitness that you want, not because of external appearance, but more so to have the energy and the mobility and quality longevity that you desire. So in these areas, whether it's career, it's romance, it's your physical self and health, it's your personal development, these 4 quadrants, look at each of those and take some time to journal about how you can evolve in each of these 4 areas rather than repeat the same patterns, and see what comes up and what dots you can connect for yourself. Because I'm certain that when you write things down, you can see where the healing is possible, where the growth is possible, and put those learning points together. I'm here to support you in my small group coaching programs and my one-on-one coaching, but I know that you have that capacity as well. So start there and let me know anything that you need. I have maybe 50, 60 different freebies, PDFs, workbooks, guides, worksheets to help those on the path. So let me know what you need and I'm happy to share it with you. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you've been inspired, please subscribe to my channel and tell your friends. And as always, you'll see me here posting a video a week as part of this series called Inspire, as well as then posting countless other videos. My channel already has over 500 videos all for you and about you. It's been my pleasure and my honor to just have this little bit of time together And taking hands to heart, take a big breath in with me. Open mouth, exhale. From my heart to your heart, to the heart of the universe, may you love yourself, love your day, and love your life.